Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Yoders Farm. I'm Eldon and I'm here with Lowell like usual, and today we're going to just catch up on what's been going on around the farm and kind of what we're working on these days. So Lowell, welcome to the podcast. You want to go ahead and talk to us a little bit about what you've been up to the last week or so?
Yeah, well, I think we've the last while been hinting that we're starting to think about fall and make fall preparations, and that has been true. And the good news is that it actually, the last week or so, we've had some days and mornings and evenings that have actually felt a little like fall. So we had the first big cold front came through, and the temperatures have dropped some, and yeah, that has. Though we have been making fall preparations, it has us, I guess, focus more and more because it's right around the corner.
Sure is. I think we were talking about closing the farm store on Saturday, and it's 3 weeks till we open again for fall.
For the fall corn maze, pumpkin patch season. Yeah, so we've been, I think we mentioned earlier, we were thinking about strawberries and getting those strawberry rows and beds made. We were able to actually get those all in over the last 2 weeks. We got about half of it done, and then we got rained out, which was unfortunate. So we had to wait about a week, and then we were able to make the rest of them. I think we talked about last time we talked about the process of sticking those little strawberry tips. And we have those out there. They're growing, looking pretty decent, starting to get a nice little root ball. So as soon as we get a big enough plant to plant, we're going to get those early varieties into the ground. So we're excited about that. We have been working at cleaning out some greenhouses. We have two of our greenhouses cleaned out, and then we actually have them planted again. We have hopefully be picking tomatoes by end of October or first part of November, hopefully.
Yeah, so we shoot for that, or it seems like we've shot for that a couple times over the last couple of years and ended up being a little later.
Right, but we actually did plant them a little earlier this year, so that's what we're hoping. So we have one greenhouse full of little tomatoes and the other one partially full of little tomatoes. And we're going to add some cucumbers into that house. So that's those are some of the things we've been doing. And since we're talking fall, I thought we'd talk a little bit about pumpkins. I don't think we've went in depth.
Yeah, I haven't even talked to you much about pumpkins. So
yeah, so this is, well, first of all, pumpkins are a fascinating crop. It's
seems like everything you do is fascinating.
Oh, I have a fascinating life. Yeah, no question about it. Now, it's one of my more enjoyable crops, I guess you'd say, because it seems like maybe there's a little less pressure associated with it. Strawberries, you're on a strict timetable to get them harvested. With pumpkins, you kind of harvest them. Yeah, some of them are. You want to go on and get them out of the field. They're maybe more susceptible to some of the white ones can actually change colors if you leave them out there. But in general, most pumpkins are fairly durable, and they can be out there for a month in the weather, and you can kind of harvest them at your leisure. And maybe that's one of the reasons I like pumpkins.
Yeah, it's just a whole lot more hardy of a product than strawberries.
Right, and the plants themselves, they have issues just like other plants, but maybe require a little less intense management than some. And the other cool thing, it's a really fast growing crop. So we take a portion of our plastic, the rows that we grew strawberries on this spring, mow the strawberries off. We plant pumpkins direct seeded into those same beds that we picked strawberries on this spring. Yeah. And in, we plant them in usually at the end of June, and I'm already seeing some color out there now. So 2 months later.
That's on the bigger pumpkins, I guess, because there's some of the little ones I saw out here looked like they were almost full size already.
Right. Yeah. So, but I'm just saying it's a fast growing crop.
Yeah, exactly.
2 to 3 months later, we have a new crop grown in the same rows that had strawberries on the spring. So yeah, this is the kind of the cool time of the year. It's still the foliage of the pumpkins. It's up and tall, so you can't get a true picture of what you have, but you start rooting around under there, and you're starting to see the colors emerge. I like tweaking with varieties. Okay, I think we've established that. But pumpkins is one thing that you can really do this with, because I don't know. Sometime we'll do a podcast this fall, and maybe we could actually look at the different colors and everything that we have in the
different
tent.
Varieties. Maybe.
Yeah, but all the different colors and types of pumpkins that we grow. I bet we have 50 plus varieties.
I see.
I don't know for sure.
So everything from
I haven't counted.
warty things to
I mean you're talking
pumpkin.
little mini pumpkins, half pounders. Gourds all the way up.
I mean, I knew we had a lot. I didn't know it was 50 plus.
Well, but we have like probably 10 little varieties.
Yeah,
and we
sure.
have, 8, 10 big varieties, and it's just
Yeah.
Anyway, so
maybe we should shoot a video for that as well.
Maybe so.
Be a little more helpful.
Anyway, it's just fascinating. You can play around, and it seems like people just like different things, and so if you have a few of this and a few of that, it's probably going to please somebody. So we try to kind of accommodate that and have a large scope of different types and colors and stripes.
Pumpkins are similar
whatever.
enough, I guess, in what they require. It's not like raising sweet corn alongside, I don't know, cucumbers or
that's true.
peas or something else.
You use the same management on little, half-pound pumpkins that you use on 30 and 40-pound pumpkins.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then this is the time of the year it's kind of exciting. You start to see all those different varieties and colors out in your field, and you can go rooting around and see different colors and stuff.
Sure.
So we won't truly be able to, the vines won't start dying down here for another few weeks, but until we open on the 20th of September, we should have some.
Is it the 20th?
The 20th, 21st. I think you're right. That's Saturday. Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll have a nice selection that weekend, and then we continue to harvest on into October, and we'll pull up other ones as they ripen.
Makes sense. The corn maze, do you want to talk about that a bit maybe? It's not a lot to talk about. We've cut it a time or two since we cut it the first time, and it's about time to cut it again. But I need to get my drone up above it so I can see what it's looking like from the top.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's I think it's grown some the last few weeks. I mean, it's really starting to stretch up there.
The sorghum is catching up with the corn.
Well up above your head. And it's looking really good.
The claustrophobia factor is coming into play, I guess.
Some years we're dry and we're struggling to, or we're worried about getting enough height on it, but I've been very blessed this summer with a pretty good growing season.
Sure have,
all told. And,
probably one of the better ones that I can remember in recent years, honestly.
Not too much water, which can be a detriment like some years, but very timely rains, and crops are looking good. So we're excited for fall, which is rapidly approaching.
Yeah, it looks like some higher temperatures towards the end of the week, but hopefully they'll start falling off here before long too. Anything else, or that's kind of it for now?
I think that pretty much kind of catches us up to what we've been up to, and what we have.
What we'll be doing over the next few weeks too.
Right. Strawberry planting will get pretty serious, like we already touched on that. Hopefully by the middle of September or a little before. And that's always a busy time because we're trying to prepare to open, actually here to the public at the corn maze, as well as getting strawberries in the ground and doing everything else. But
that can get kind of complicated. But
that's what we've been up to, and that's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
If you get a free Saturday, come on out and give us a hand. No,
I don't know about giving us a hand.
I was just saying that.
Yeah, very good. I guess if nothing else, we can continue to look forwards to November and the after of the season. So
there you go. Things settle back down to a little bit more of a routine and a little less pressure and excitement.
Yeah, once we get everything cleaned up. All right, well, that's it for this episode. Thank you all for listening. If you want to subscribe to the podcast, you can search for Yoders Conversations with Yoders Farm in your favorite podcast app, or head over to yodersfarm.com/podcast, and you can find links to subscribe to most podcast apps there as well.
Feel free to drop a question if you would like us to break down your fantasy football team or whatever you had in mind. I'm sure we could do a good job for you.
Yeah, as long as Lamar Miller wasn't on your team, or Andrew Luck.
Poor guys.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys in about 2 weeks. Bye.